everyone. I'm so excited to be with you. I feel like, hi Irma. We will do cards today. We'll do them at the end. First, we're going to do some information that's coming from above, and then we'll do the collective card reading for everybody, and then we will do individual cards. So I will definitely make sure you get one, Irma, because I think we missed you last week. I think you might have caught me on the replay. I am so delighted to be with you. I had such a wonderful opportunity to spend time this weekend with manatees and otters. I was with otters. I can't tell you, that was so exciting. So I grabbed the book about the spirit animals because I wanted to look up some of the animals that we talked about. I gotta get my glasses. Kind of digging sitting on the floor because I'm still having some body pain from some traveling and such. Hi. All right, so I got to tell you, at the park where I work to protect the manatees, there have been otters, but there have not otters. Thank you, Arma. There have not been otters in a very long time, and it was so delightful to see. We saw 3 different otters, and I was just so thrilled to know that our ecosystem is recovering, and that the otters are feeling welcomed back into Blue Springs. So it was just a really joyous experience to have the otters. So I was so excited for that. So I wanted to read to you what it says about spirit animals for otters, but I also wanted to read to you what it says about manatees, because I think it's really important that we understand, especially like tomorrow is primary day here in my state, and we've been seeing the primaries going along in lots of states, and this is not political, but people are getting, there's lots of emotions and lots of stuff like that. And I want to make sure that we remember, especially right now as we're coming into the new moon, because we're coming down. The new moon is going to be this weekend, coming into, I believe, Virgo. And so this is a time to really shift gears. So I wanted to take a second to say, because the thing about otters and manatees is just so striking about where we are in this time. And I thought that was so incredible because, like I said, I haven't seen otters. The last time I saw otters was at the very beginning of the pandemic. The state park was closed to people, but we were still doing stuff with the manatees there. And without the people, the otters came back. But the people have been there for, all this time now, and now the otters have been making their presence known again, which is super exciting. So the otter says, and this is the Stephen Farmer's Animal Communications, Spirit Animals, which I love this book. I love his work on animal spirits. I think is really top notch. And so the otters say, it's time to relax and be more playful, spontaneous, and creative. Clean up that area in your home that's needed organizing for some time. Whatever struggles you're up against right now, confront them head on with courage, determination, and tenacity. Make your family a priority at this time. You're going to experience a surge of vitality and energy. And I love that because this is really about shifting away from our frustrations and shifting more into reminding ourselves to play and to not take life so seriously, especially, like I said, in this country with everything that is going on with the primaries and things like that. We're going to see, people getting like, and so we want to make sure that we're taking some time to play, some time to laugh and to enjoy. So, hello, Claudette. Aloha, my friend. Hello, Belinda. Claudette, you've been in my prayers. We will do cards after we do the collective reading. So yes, we will be doing cards today, and I am very excited to be able to share that with you. I wanted to also share the animal spirit information for manatees because, that's very important to me. And it says, adjust your diet to include a lot of leafy green vegetables. That's always good advice. But manatees remind us to slow down. Manatees are very strong, they're very powerful, but they're calm. They're very we got this, because manatees have no natural predators, so they really don't. My computer is moving. My kitten Riley is trying to figure out what we're doing here. He's like circling my computer. So the manatees remind us that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to rest and recharge. It's okay to put our health and eat healthy things first. And it's also to remind us to connect to the earth. Manatees are very grounding. They're very heavy, and their bones are solid. They're not hollow like ours are with bone marrow inside. So they remind us that we can just allow ourselves to sink into the earth and really connect with Mother Nature, and that's where we are safe. And I think that that's such an important message. So I wanted to share that. I'm with the manatees a lot, especially this time of year, but at the same time I really wanted to share some information about the otters because that was so unusual, and this was just the other day. So I know that they are around, and it's something that is just so exciting to see as our natural spaces are continuing to recover with more fish. We even had some blue crab, which we haven't had in a long time as well. I have to grab this. This is Riley. If you haven't met him yet, he is like walking around my computer. So, just my Riley. So he's being very big boy who's trying to circle around and figure out what I'm doing. Okay, I do want to take some time to talk also about the new moon, because we have. Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you. I do want to talk about the new moon because we are going to see the new moon in this next week, by this weekend. So, pardon me while I shuffle some cards for us. So it's important to remember that energy is coming down into the time of the new moon. So the otters and the manatees remind us to get connected to what's important to us and to take some time to find joy and laughter and excitement and play, and to decide what it is that we want as we're moving into this next moon cycle. So that's really important messaging because we're coming into Virgo, and Virgo is all about the Virgin. And for me, that's a lot about starting fresh and having fresh starts. And we're coming into this time, school's just starting, summer's ending. This is a fresh start for a lot of kids, a lot of people. It's a new year that starts around the time that school starts. And so even if you don't have kids in school, I've got one here for one more week, and then he's heading back to college for the last year. I can't even believe that we are at this place where the last kid is going to be in the last year of school. I just don't even understand. But it is kind of a fresh start, and it is that opportunity to take stock and say, well, where am I, and what am I doing, and what is important to me in this new moon cycle, and in this new, this new year, this new academic year, even if it's not a new academic year for you personally. But with Virgo, we talk about these fresh starts because you have this virgin, this new life, this virginal experience, something you've never done before. And so what's being asked of us as well is, what can you do that you've never done before? What is the thing that you've been holding on to or wanting to thanks, Karen. I know. Congratulations in May. When I make that last payment, woo! But what is it that you're holding on to? What is it that you have had on your someday I'm gonna list? What is that? And what is it that you can grab onto now that would be a virginal experience for you? And I don't mean pure, and I'm not talking about sex or anything like that, and I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about something new, something you've never done before. And so for me, one of the things was I wanted to be part of a book, and I am still working on 2 of my own, but to be part of a book. And so I was able to do that, and I'm so thrilled. The books are available. If you want a signed copy, hit me up directly. If you want a regular copy, grab them off of Amazon. But also the Speaker Summit is going to expire and close at the end of this month. So you can still, I'll put that link in because you can still get it for the reduced price of $27 for, I know the price went up with the early bird ended, and then they were like, hey, surprise, here's a coupon. So there's a coupon code where you can still get it for the original price of $27, which is so exciting. But that's all going to end at the end of this month. But for me, that was absolutely a virginal experience. Maybe it was a little ahead of the, Virgo new moon, but that was absolutely something that came into my presence and said, hey, here's an opportunity for you, jump on it. And so this is where we're being asked to be right now, is what opportunities are coming to you, whether it's like your kids are back to school and you have some free time, maybe your kids are got after school activities and you can go do something, or what is it that you have been wanting to do that would be a new experience for you, or even an experience that you are picking back up. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I never did that before. Like my kids went axe throwing. That's apparently a thing. And I guess it's great for stress reduction. So like, what is a thing that you could do that would help you reconnect to yourself, reconnect to your heart's desires, reconnect to spirit, reconnect to friends, reconnect to something that you have wanted to do and just haven't given yourself that opportunity, or haven't had the opportunity, or haven't, maybe you put it on the shelf because of COVID, because of the pandemic, because COVID is going to be with us. I think we can all come to the conclusion that COVID is not going to go away, but at the same time, we're living with it. We are living. Now we're living, right? It's like people who have cancer that say, I've done all the treatment I can do, and now I'm living with this disease. We are living with this disease. And those people who make that choice, I mean, it's an amazing thing. My friend Steven, God bless his soul, lived with thyroid cancer for 7 years. And he lived a great, healthy, mostly life until the very end. And then he wasn't, and we lost him, which is, heartbreaking. But we're living with COVID. So at this point, the important word there is living. And so as we come into this new moon, we come into this time of getting back to, not normal. We're never going to go back to normal. We're never going back to how things were. But how do you go forward and allow yourself to welcome in those experiences that would be new, or that you've always wanted to do, or things that you put on the shelf because of the pandemic? Now is the time, especially as we're coming into this new moon, this Virgo new moon. What new virginal experience can you have, or welcome, or pursue for yourself that will allow you to go to a new place? And again, it's not about sex, it's not about purity, it's not about anything like that. It's about the newness, something you've never done, something you've always wanted to do but maybe were too afraid to do, something that you had put away because things were closed and all of that. So right now we're living. And this is what it's talking about. So we have this messaging from manatees that remind us to eat healthy and take care of our bodies, take care of our physical space, take care of the world around us, to ground and connect with the world around us. And we have the otters who come in and remind us that this is the time for us, a time for connecting with family, a time with reconnecting, and a time to do the things that we have put on the shelf, a time for play, a time for adventure, a time to take the chance of what would you do if you had the opportunity to start over. So here we are at the beginning of a new school year, whether you've got kids in the school systems or not, the new year, this is a new opportunity, new start as we come into the new moon. So these are the things I want to really put into your head to think about over this next week while we are coming in. That energy comes down to the new moon and then rises back up to the full moon. This is the time to really think about what it is that you want to experience. What do you want to try? And it doesn't matter if you're not good at it, who cares? Like, I can think about the kids going axe throwing, and I'm like, wouldn't even begin to know where to throw an axe or how to throw an axe, and I'm pretty much sure I would not hit any kind of target. But it'd be a new experience, and I could try. So it isn't about the being good. It's about the trying, the being willing to try something new, because the universe is like, okay, it's time. It's time for us to come out of our shells, come out of our spaces. Now, be safe if you're wearing a mask because you're in a crowd and, all those things. Like, be safe, use your common sense, use your safety sense and your, what is right for you. I'm all in favor of please everybody get vaccinated, but people have to figure it out. So it's not about being reckless, but it is about welcoming in new experiences, because it's time for us to go forward. We are living with COVID for pretty much for the rest of forever. We're going to live with this, but we're going to live. We're no longer that the shutdown time and hiding away and stuff is done. We are living. And so this is this reminder as we come into this Virgo new moon, live. What is it that you want to do? Take a chance. The outcome is not the important part. The important part is getting those cogs in motion for the universe, getting the cogs of the universe spinning in motion. The only way that we do that is getting in the game. You've heard me say that before. Get in the game. All right, so we're going to do some creating healing family, top surgery, dating your new person, working on autobiography. All of those things sound amazing. All of those things sound amazing. All right, we're going to do some cards for the collective, and then we will hit some individual card readings. So we will do individual card readings today. I do want to remind you, because we've been, I don't even want to say we're scammer free on Facebook today, because it's just going to bring them in. But remember, if anybody starts making comments like, oh, friend me, message me, true love, blah blah, accurate reading, please just delete them or ignore them, please. I know how much some of you like to engage in comments with the spammers, but let them go. All right, so I've got my protein shake over here. I keep shaking it because it's just still a little chunky. All right, so collective card readings. Now I will say we had several that jumped out while I was shuffling, so we're going to start with those as our collective card reading. So Kathy, hold the thought. We're going to do the collective cards, and then we'll do the individual cards at the end. So this is the first card that comes in is Y. It's card number 31. So 3 and 1 is 4. Remember, 4 gives us the 4 legs of a chair, 4 legs of a table. It's about support and stability and knowing that you are being supported, but something solid is underneath of you. So when you ask yourself why, the question is why am I doing this? Why do I want to try this? Why do I want to write a book? Why do I want to go throw an axe? Why do I want to do these things? So we ask the universe, why am I here? Why am I, whatever your question is, but just know, ask the question in full confidence. When we ask this question of why, a lot of times it's like, why? No. This is, I'm saying, why? Why am I, what is in my heart? Why? Why do I want to go in this direction? Ask it with confidence, because of the 31, 3 and 1 makes 4. They're showing you that you are being supported. You are being lifted. You are being supported in whatever it is that you are choosing to go, whichever direction that you're choosing to go. But the asking of the question of why is knowing your heart, knowing your soul. Why are you going in that direction? So that you can say to the universe, this is what I want. The universe does not do well with ambiguity. Don't give the universe mushy answers or response, because they look at that and the universe says, well, you want to go left, all right, I'll go left, and you might not like what you get. You have to be specific with the universe. So knowing your why is really important, but knowing that you're supported. 4 legs of the table, the chair, the foundation, all of those things, you are supported. Hi. All right, the second one, 33. I love that because it's the angel number, right? Anytime we have these repetitive numbers, it's the angel numbers. Plus you take 3 and 3 and you open it up, and it's like a butterfly, right? Spirit, it's the language of spirit. And so 3 and 3 is 6, so we know we're going in that right direction. We're continuing on in a journey. And so this is a chaos and conflict. So this is the reminder, chaos and conflict, that we're going to go in a direction, but stuff's going to happen, and that is okay. That is okay. It's the reminder that you are being protected. You've got angel numbers around you. You've got angels around you, and that you've got that support of that angel number 4, right? So hold on to your cards. We're not doing individual cards. We're still doing collective card readings. So hold on, everybody. All right. And then we have, and then we have, I love this. Okay, so we're really going in progression here. So a lot of 3s with 31, 33. Here's 34, which 3 and 4 is 7. Sorry, my son just walked in. So 3 and 4 is 7. This card is a leg up. That's the college senior, that one. So this is a leg up, right? This means we're being, again, supported. We're getting a lot of 3s. We're getting a lot of 3 and 4. We're getting a lot of progressive numbers. 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4. We're getting these numbers together that are telling us that we are moving in the right direction and that we have this angelic. Think about a 3. It's the shape of a butterfly wing, the shape of an angel wing. So this is, you put it the other way, turn it on its side, it's the top of a heart, right? So we are being supportive, and this is a leg up that reminds you that while you may have some stumbling blocks, you may have some chaos and conflict, you are still being supported, that this is all with you, that you have the support of spirit, you have the support of the universe, as long as you know why you're doing what you're doing and where are you going, okay? So we're going to do one more. This is card number 10, Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony. Zach, this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed. I'm a big fan of this deck. It's so funny because I resisted buying it for a long time, and then it was given to me, and I absolutely love it. So, there you go. So this is card 10. So you've got 10, which is either the end of a journey, which I don't think so, because it says right here, unfinished symphony. And then at the same time, you've got 1, which is the beginning of new adventures, the beginning of new journeys. And they're showing you everything that you need to know here. Why are you going in the direction that you're going in? Do you know? And remember that you are being supported, and that you will experience some hiccups and some speed bumps and some stuff you're going to have to overcome along the way, but you've already got a leg up because Spirit is with you, and that they're going to be supporting you and helping you to move forward in the direction you want to go, because you're not done. You're going in the right direction, but your symphony, what you've been working on, is not finished. This is time for you to go forward. And so the big thing about it is, again, that reminder that we are not finished, and that as we come into the time of this new moon, this is an important reminder for us to be hitting things that we have maybe put to the side, or that we haven't tried, that we've always wanted to try, that this is the opportunity for us to say, you know, I think I'm going to give this a shot. And I would love to know in the comments on this post or another post, I'd love to know in the comments what that means for you. What is the shot that you would give? What would you try? It wasn't about succeeding or anything. It's about trying something new and welcoming something new into your life. Because what happens is, when we open ourselves to that energy of welcoming something new into our lives, the universe is like, they're ready to grow. We're going to bring some stuff forward. We're going to help them. And even if it's like we start with axe throwing, we're going to be guided around to where we're supposed to be, because the universe can see and feel that we are ready to grow. So this is really important. It is about starting. It is about starting and getting into the game. Happy birthday, Samantha. Welcome, welcome. We don't do so much mediumship right now. We do mostly card readings, but we will get into some individual card readings here in just a second. And, you know, I never know what comes through. So, but if you are looking for an individual reading specifically for mediumship, definitely send me a message, and I would be so happy to help. And happy birthday. Hello, Beth Boyd. I'm so glad. Yay. Well, Spirit has been feisty. I want to say Spirit's been feisty, and they have been. Oh, look, Queen Williams, we got a spammer. Bye, we're banning you. See ya, bye. Bye-bye. Ban from page. Bye, Queen. So, send me your friend request for your private reading. Ban. 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 All right. So, I love the new stuff that lets me get in there kind of quick to ban them really quickly. So, you know, yay. All right. So if you are a spammer and you think you're going to send messages to the folks who are here, we're going to ban you immediately. So just be aware that your messages will be deleted. My followers have been instructed not to pay any attention to spammers. You guys are amazing. I love you all so much. And anybody that comes in like that is going to be banned immediately. So, you know, super happy with all of that. So, whoo, she was quick. So, all right, I think, okay, so here's what I need to do. I need to delete some of these comments, because what happens is then I can't see your comments. So give me just a second to delete these comments. This is definitely not a problem we have on Instagram. So let me delete these comments so that we can open it up for the requests for individual card readings. And just give me a second, because there's only so much room in this window, and when we open it up to card readings, you guys get in there so fast, and then I can't see first come first serve. You know, we try and keep it fair. So boy, she was fast. She had a lot of comments, but we have banned her. Banned from page. All right, just give me a second. And, well, we try, Claudette, we try. I mean, they just, Zach, sorry. We try, but, you know, they can get that, you know, copy-paste thing, I think, and they can get in there and send these messages so fast. I'm not sure why these weren't hidden. When their comments are hidden, then I can, why are they? Okay, this is really weird. I'm like removing the comments, but she's still like sending them something. No, let me see what's going on. Let's see. Bye-bye. Okay. I think we got it. If not, we're just going to have to go in a little deeper to ban. Yeah, wow, she's just, okay, so we're going to, let me go through, report. Let me do this, spam, because for whatever reason it's not. Kicking her off here. Okay. Banned. 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 Done. Okay. All right. We got her now. All right. We got it now. Okay. All right. So we've got that. Okay. So sorry about that. So it makes it where I can't even see your comments, which are really the important ones. So, all right. Are we ready? So now we're going to go to the card reading. So if you want to have a card reading, oh, Claudette, for some reason it hid your comment. So, oh, I see. Okay. So, all right. Are you ready? If you are wanting to have an individual card reading, then now is the time. Ready, set, go. First come, first serve. Plop it in the comments, and we will get the individual card readings. Karen Fisher, quick on the draw. She was ready. Okay, Karen Fisher, we are going to send a card reading your way. Let's see what we got for you. This is Loyal Heart. Now, Karen, this comes in upside down. So it says Loyal Heart. This is 35. This is 3 and 5 is 8. So it's also this reminder that some things are nearing completion, like you're hitting some milestones here that you're not, things are not finished, but you're kind of coming to the end, kind of like me, where the kids got one more year of college and there's stuff, we still got a little bit of time, but we're kind of seeing the end there. And so this comes in as upside down as Loyal Heart, just to remind you that this is not just about the others, but it's also about you. And so while you're moving forward and you're finishing up and you're reaching to the ends of those journeys of the chapters that you're starting to see the end for, don't forget to pay attention to what is in it for you and what things that you want for you, so that it's not all about the other person and the other person's involved. Karen, it's important to remember that you get a vote. Not politically, but your opinion and your desires are important, and that while you're helping others to cross that finish line, to make sure that you're getting your needs met at the same time. Okay, so that's where that Loyal Heart is, because you are very loyal. You are, putting family first and friends first and all of those kind of things. And so it's just a reminder that what is important to you is also important. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, Kathy Colton Dunlap. All right. We've got a card. All right, so we've got a card for Kathy. And this is No Peace Like Home. And this is card number 50, so the number is 5. So, halfway through, we're moving along. You're going in the right direction. You probably have already had some hiccups on your journey, which, hello, we're alive. So we've had some hiccups on our journey. But this is the reminder to find your peace in your home space. It's like Dorothy had to travel over the rainbow to realize, that the peace that she needed or that she was able to have was close at home. And so, sometimes our home life is a little chaotic, but it's important to be able to find not just a specific place, like do you have a meditation corner or, is there a park near your house? But it's how that we can find that peace within ourselves, because home isn't just the building. Home isn't just the family. Home is here. This is home, right? We live in here. We live in the physical body. Now, not all of us fits into the physical form, but this is the home. And so it's about finding peace within ourselves. It's about finding that meditation, that breath work, that ability to take a moment and be, I got this. And if you follow me at all on Thursday nights when we do our weekly meditation, we always start with those 3 conscious breaths, right? We put the tongue on the roof of the mouth. We breathe in as deep as possible. Don't pick up your shoulders. We breathe in and we blow it out. And when you breathe 3 deep conscious times, you exchange all the air in your body and you calm yourself and you find that peace within, so you're more able to deal with conflict or hiccups or the chaos of the day that may be, happening around you. just remember that finding that peace, that's so important, that we are responsible for that, to find that for ourselves. And we get so busy that we forget to take some breaths for ourselves. Okay, so it is home, the building, home, the people, but this, the body. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you are breathing and having some time for you to focus on you and what is important to you, and that you are putting self-care as a priority. Okay, so that's for Kathy. All right, Beth Boyd. We've got Beth Boyd. Something has changed in the scrolly bits of the Facebook thing, which is nice because I was able to pause your comments from scrolling beyond what I could see. So that is very exciting. So we're going to move to Beth Boyd. Beth Boyd, we've got serendipity. This is card number 18. 1 and 8 is 9. So this is that reminder. Serendipity is that reminder. Don't ignore coincidence. Don't ignore when things show up and you're like, isn't that strange? Pay attention. So the other day, I was on the phone. I was having a very uncomfortable conversation, and there was really no good ending to the conversation. I was very frustrated, and I was very like, well, I don't know how this is going to play out down the road, but it's not something I have control over. And I was just really, I was mad, I was sad, I was just a lot of emotions. And when I hung up the phone, in the background, I could hear this song, the Foo Fighters song called Everlong, which I love this song, but this song was something that was given to me, a recording of it years ago, that by somebody who's in the spirit world now, that was so important and so powerful to me. And the appearance suddenly of this song, and it was just like the last 30 seconds of the song, so I could have missed it. It was the last 30 seconds, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? That's Foo Fighters. And it just was such a wink from the other side, such a serendipitous event from the other side that reminded me, it's all okay. It's all okay. And I can't even imagine how my mood would have stayed in such a stinky place for so much longer if I hadn't been aware and been aware enough to say, wait a minute, that's coming from spirit. That's a sign. And so we're very quick to just disrupt or dismiss or to ignore or to be so caught up in our own stuff that we're just like, now turn off that noise. I would have missed it. And so this is a reminder, not just for Beth, but it's a reminder for everyone, for us to try not to live so much here, but to live here, because those God winks, those spirit winks, those notes, love notes from the universe are all around us. And it's this reminder not to miss those, and don't brush them off, because they are trying so hard to show you. And I was so appreciative of that. And then what happened afterwards was so many other things that came in, because I was able to be aware. So many other things came in that backfilled that negative experience to say, you got this, this is how it's going to work out, and it's all going to be okay. Because I had opened myself and didn't miss the opening salvo of the serendipity, other things came in that allowed me to see how it was all connected. So don't miss out on those love notes from spirit, those love notes from the universe. They're always trying to show us. But sometimes we get frustrated or mad or upset about a situation, and we get so stuck in our head, we miss it. We miss the good stuff. So don't miss the good stuff. Okay, for Beth, that card's for Beth, but that's for everyone, myself included. All right, Michelle. We've got Michelle and Michelle Krantz, and then, because I know we have a lot of Michelles, we're going to have Michelle Krantz, and then we'll have Irma, who's been waiting almost since the very beginning. All right, so we've got Michelle. This is Chaos and Conflict comes up again. This is 33. So we've had this already, Chaos and Conflict in the collective reading. But, here's the thing about chaos and conflict is we can choose to float above. We can choose to be above it. We don't have to engage in the pettiness of other people. We can choose to stay connected to spirit, which is literally so connected to the serendipity card that we just got. So, Michelle, there may be some unsettled things that are coming your way, but remember, you can keep tuned into the spirit side. You don't have to sink into the mud. If you look at the zebra, donkey, giraffe, tiger animal, he's kind of standing in some muddy spots. We don't have to stand in the mud. We can choose to soar with the eagles. We can choose above it, because there's going to be hiccups. There's going to be chaos and conflict. And the thing for us is to breathe and to ask for guidance and then follow that intuition that says, hey, turn left here, you got this, right? So when we make those phone calls and we get into those places and we get into like, take a moment to ask yourself, what do I need to know here? What do I need to do next? And listen, because those things are not serendipity, those are spirit. Okay, so when we have those times of chaos and conflict and that stuff is coming up for us, it's trying to shift us. It's trying to get us to change lanes. So don't get all stuck in the details of the fixing and rescuing and solving for other people. They got to work out their own stuff. But spirit is trying to get us to change lanes. Like this road is too bumpy. This road is not for you. Come over here. Okay, so pay attention not just to what they're trying to show you with chaos and conflict, whatever those hiccups are, but asking the universe to, what do I need to do here? What do I need to do next? And while it's kind of percolating over here, another lane will open. Like literally I've seen it happen where it's all trafficy and I'm like, what do I do here? And all of a sudden one car moves and it's clear sailing. So look for the openings. Look for the openings. All right, for Michelle. Miss Irma is next. Miss Irma is next. And we're going to go to Chaya, who goes by Zach, next. So we will continue on. So Irma, I hope your health, you've been on my heart for health. I hope your health is improving. And this is Milk and Honey. This is Milk and Honey. This is card 51. So 5 and 1 is 6. So we look at the 1 through 10. We look at like climbing up the hill, and then kind of like the new moon and the full moon. You get to the top with 5, and then you come back down. You've over the obstacle. So hopefully this 6 card is telling us that you are in a good place. The land of milk and honey, right? The promised land, the land of health and wealth and safety and security. We know that's really not been the place for the truth for the Israelites, but that's a whole other conversation. But just knowing that this is the time of abundance for you. This is a time of good things coming, a time of good things happening, a time of not necessarily new beginnings, but really a time of peace and a time of calming down and enjoying life. Like the otters, this is a time of things that are going to be a bonus, a blessing, beneficial, filled with joy, filled with sweetness, filled with I want to say nutrition because of the milk, but it's not nutrition. It's fortitude is the word they're giving me, is fortitude, that strength that comes. Milk gives us strong bones and that kind of a thing. So this is this time of peace and well-being that's coming for you, Irma, and I pray that that is true for you. Okay, we've got Zach and then Belinda. And Karen says, Debbie, you missed him. I put him up on the screen at the beginning. He's 15 pounds. We just took him to the vet. He's so big. You are welcome, Beth. Kathy, you are so welcome. Belinda, I think we might, that's okay. We'll get you back in line. I didn't get to you yet, so don't worry. We did Irma. We're doing Chaya, and who goes by Zach. So we're going to do, and then we'll do Belinda. So we've got Chaya. Zach is flexible. So this is 1 and 9. It's 19. So 1 and 9 is 10. So again, it's not the completing of the journey, but it's the welcoming of new journeys, welcoming of new adventures. But it's also about being flexible for how things play out, because sometimes we get it in our mind that says, this is where I'm going, this is how I want it to look, this is what I'm manifesting, this is what I expect, this is what I'm dreaming of, and then it doesn't look like that. I think I've told the story in the past of the first pink Cadillac I earned as a director in Mary Kay. For years and years and years, Mary Kay only offered the DeVille, the 4-door sedan. And so that was what was on all the goal posters and the vision boards and all the, pictures and all the stuff, was this, long Mary Kay pink Cadillac DeVille. But by the time it was, we had earned our first pink Cadillac, they were offering the SUV. And I went to test drive and we looked and and I loved the SUV. That's what we took. I drove a pink Mary Kay Cadillac SUV for a decade. And it was just delightful. But when we got the car and it was sitting in my driveway, I kept looking out my bedroom window, which looks out into my driveway. And I was looking out of my window and I kept looking at the car and looking at the car and I'd look like this. And my husband's like, what are you doing? He's like, you finally did it. You earned the car. It's so exciting. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's the matter? I said, well, it doesn't look like what I thought it was going to look like, because I'd only had the DeVille on my posters, on my visions, right? That was what I had thought it was going to look like. That SUV was awesome. It had 3 rows of seats. The kids could take their friends. We took all their soccer gear. That car was amazing, and we were so lucky to have 2 of them, and we drove it for the longest time. We had the most amazing memories in that car. Both my kids learned to drive on that car. So much better than what it would have been in my original vision. So we get so caught up in what we think it should look like, what we want it to look like, what we put on our goal boards, that we forget to be flexible for the power of the universe to blow our minds. And this is actually what I had talked about at my speaker summit, was allowing the universe, and my speaker summit speech was to allow the universe to do more than what we have envisioned in this much space, because our brain is only capable of so much, but the universe is capable of so much more when we will allow the universe to do more for us. So Zach, that is the reminder of the card for you, is to allow the universe to do more with you, so that you're not feeling like you have to do everything yourself, or that it has to be a certain way. Open the door, take the steps, and allow the rest of it to unfold in harmony with the universe, and you will not believe, you will have your mind blown. So the universe is so incredible and loves us so much, that wants to do so many amazing things for us and with us. Our job is to let it. But we're such control freaks. That's hard, right? Right? All right, Belinda. It's Belinda. All right, and then we're going to end. I think we're going to end with Belinda. And then we'll do one more card for the collective before we say goodbye. So we've got Belinda. Debbie, if you wanted a card, let me know. He's sleeping over there. But if you look back on the replay, Debbie, you will see him. I picked him up. I put him right on the video. He's such a good boy. He really is becoming such a wonderful cat. And he's becoming more affectionate, coming out of his shell a little bit more. So Belinda, time to go. Now there's irony for you. It's card 45, so 4 and 5 is 9. So you're coming to the end of a road, my friend. You're coming to the end of a chapter, and I'm not sure if this is a relationship, because it kind of feels like maybe there's a friendship that you've been knowing that's no longer serving. I don't feel like it's a romantic relationship. I feel like it may be a friendship that you knew was not serving you, but you've been hanging in there with it. There's something about this, but it's time to go. It is okay to let go of the relationship. It's okay to let go of the friendship. Remember, things come into our lives, reason, season, or lifetime, and sometimes the reason or the season is long, and so now maybe it's time to shift gears. So there's something about you're coming to the end of a chapter, my friend. And so again, what I want to say to you is allow the universe to show you that one card that moves, and then you have that free lane to just open it up and head, free sailing, smooth sailing. So just trust the universe, but there is coming to some closure for you. There's coming to the end of a chapter for you, and allow, because while it may feel awkward and it may feel uncomfortable, it is going to be for the good in the end. It is going to be for the good in the end. All right. So let's see. A card for Debbie. Yes. Okay. Belinda understands. Fantastic. Okay. So we're gonna do a card for Debbie, and Louise pops in before we end. All right. So we've got 2 more, and then we're gonna cut it off. So we've got 2 more, and we're going to cut it off. So for my friend Debbie, who rescued Riley, she's the one who rescued Riley from under a dumpster at a parking lot, and brought him to us when he was this big. So he's now 15 pounds. So for my friend Debbie, this is chop wood. This is card 42. So 4 and 2 is 6. So again, you've come over some obstacles. You've come over the hill, and this is now you're kind of coming down where you can enjoy the journey a bit more, but this is about chop wood. This is about doing the work that you're given, and it is interesting because I know how you are always trying to help people and rescue animals and help people in homes and all these kind of things. This is a reminder that you're doing the work you came here to do. This is a reminder that you're on the right path. It's a reminder that you are doing the soul work. You are doing the work that lights you up, that makes your soul complete and happy, and what you came here to do. So you are on path, my friend. You are on path. Chop the wood. You're doing the thing. You're doing the right things. You're doing the things that are making your soul happy. And that is an amazing place to be. So muscle tough. Oh, all right. We're going to do, who did we just get? Louise, right? Where, blah, blah, blah. Louise. Okay. So Louise is going to be, oh no, totally deserving of the gifts, my friend. Totally deserving. Absolutely. Absolutely. We all are. We all are. The universe doesn't judge like that. That's a human thing. We do that. The universe doesn't do that. So my friend Louise, we've got the card Imagine. This is card 20. So 2, you are stepping off that platform and moving into a new space and moving into a new adventure. And Louise, this is just imagine the possibilities. Look at all the light in that picture, the clouds, the love, the angels, the spirit. It's like the angels are singing, oh, in this card. Imagine. What a beautiful place to close it out. What a beautiful card. Imagine the possibilities. And this is what we've been talking about, of having the KJ and Carol, hi. We're going to be done. I have to close it out today. But please check out the replay, and we'll get you on Monday, next Monday. Come back, and please come back. But I have to close it out for today. But Louise, this is the reminder that anything is possible. This is the reminder to allow the universe, what we've been talking about all day, is allowing the universe to come in and to do more than we can think. The more than the universe of doing more than what we see this much, and the universe is like, no, just take those away. Just let go of all of that. Let go of those preconceptions. There's so much blessing and so much more that is available to you if you will allow us to help you. So I am going to do a card for the collective. So for those that we missed, Kayla and Carol, I'm so sorry, but we've only got so much time in the time, and so I've got to cut it off. But I will absolutely give Riley a hug for you, Debbie, no problems. And so for the last card, that is for everybody. It's for everybody. This is card 29. So this is breathe. This is what a beautiful reminder to just breathe, right? That when we breathe, we connect with ourselves. We connect with our home, our physical body home. When we breathe, we connect with source. We connect with spirit. We connect with Mother Earth, with the ground. We connect with our fur people, our fur babies. That breathing is the thing that gives life to us and to the universe, and keeps us connected to each other and to the universe, to source all of that. So with all of the love, and I'm so sorry for the people that we missed today, please come back and join us on Monday. Please check out the replay, because we have all this great information for the collective, for everybody in the beginning, before we do individual readings. So please don't miss all of that. Also, if you are looking for a signed copy of the Own Your Awesome book, hit me with a direct message. The books are $20, shipping is $7.50 in the United States, and I will be so honored to sign a book for you and get one sent out to you. Also, the Own Your Awesome Speaker Summit with 12 incredible speakers is going to expire at the end of this month. So we have 10 more days to do that. And if you would like to get that, just scroll down. You'll see the link where you can get the Speaker Summit for the original early bird pricing of $27. There's a coupon code for you in there where you can knock that price back down to $27. Can you please answer your question, a quick question for you? Oh, that's an important question. Yes, I absolutely will answer. I always want to try. You guys, I would stay here all day if I could. No. They do not. No, they do not, because they no longer have a physical body with those neurons and nerves and pain receptors and things like that. And to be honest, Tracy, most people, if they pass in a painful way, they don't experience that pain in the moment of their passing. Very often we hear people from the other side will tell us that in a fatal car crash that was just going to be like that they come out of their body before the cars actually hit. There's a very famous movie called Heaven Can Wait with Warren Beatty when he was still really young and attractive. It's an old movie. It's like an 80s movie, where the angel pulled him out of the car accident, a fraction too early, and he actually was supposed to survive. And so they have all this, kerfuffle of getting him back into his body or into a body. So no, when our loved ones pass, in that moment, they no longer feel that pain because they're not in their body. And when they pass and they're living on the other side, they're living in the place of love, and they're not having the corporeal feelings that we have. So they don't have those physical sensations. This is why we have to incarnate, why we have to come here, because if we want to experience physical sensations like hugging a cat or scratching a dog or eating pizza, we have to come and have a physical body in order to do that. So your loved ones are not in pain. I promise you that. All right. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this afternoon. I would love to stay longer, and like I said, you all know I would stay here, all day and answer all your questions. But thank you so much for spending some time with me, for you, for us, for all of us. Share with your friends, because honestly, we see so many people that are waking up, and they're looking for communities like ours. They're looking for people who are understanding the light, who are moving into the light, who are living in the light. It is so important that we are sharing these kind of communities with people, so that when people are hearing all the noise that's out there, they know that there's a community of light that they can connect with. So please feel free to share the videos and share. I'm also on YouTube. All these videos get posted on my YouTube channel as soon as we're done. So please share these with your friends and your family and people who are looking to join communities like ours. The more the merrier, and this is how we save our country and our world, our planet, by reminding people that we operate from love. The universe works from love. The place where we fix all the shit that's wrong globally is when we start to operate from love. And the more people we can welcome into our community and help people understand that we are working from love, the more powerful that energy becomes. So that said, please know how very much and very deeply you are loved. And I will look forward to seeing you Thursday night for meditation at 7 o'clock Eastern, and right back here next Monday for our cards of the week next week. You are loved.